And there were similar scenes in Halifax where the weather made for a tough morning commute. Here's CTV's Paul Hollingsworth.
A fast-moving, hard-hitting major snowstorm pummeled the Halifax area with roughly 30 centimeters of snow. Schools were closed. Streets and sidewalks were a mess. It was the second major storm to pound the city in a week and a half.
I think what's different about this winter is that we're getting all of our winter in essentially 2 weekends.
Heidi Langell is dealing with two pressure points, shoveling the snow and finding a place to put it.
It's dumping after dumping, which is making snow removal really hard.
Snowplow operator Lisa Partridge,
I started at 2 o'clock this morning,
says snow obviously is good for the plowing business. Business is booming, and it's not easy.
Between cleanup after the storm and maintenance on the machines, it's hard on the machines.
Seng Young couldn't get his snowblower started.
It is frustrating, obviously.
Young wasn't the only one battling technical issues.
There's a rag in the impeller that's frozen. Requires something stronger than this.
After a few frozen minutes, the problem was solved. For those wondering if this winter is more messy than last winter, Lisa Partridge has a non-scientific opinion based on her experience.
Definitely more snow this year.
With more than a month of winter left, Partridge says she won't be surprised if more snow is soon on the way. And speaking of more snow, there is a lot of snow around the HRM, literally mountains of snow in some cases. These two vehicles here are parked for the overnight. Probably they will be busy for the next 24 hours, Todd. There is a lot of work to be done still in the HRM, into those suburban communities, clearing those streets, clearing those roadways, clearing those sidewalks, which brings us to an important point to pass along to the viewers. The parking ban is in effect on the overnight from 1 a.m. until 6 a.m., so residents are urged to keep those vehicles off the streets, or they could get ticketed or towed.
Yeah, and Paul, on that, there's still quite a few cars that are on the side streets parked along the sides.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that this morning, Todd. We've been out this morning since about 6 o'clock. The plows came out last night in full force around 2 a.m., and they basically, smushed some of those cars inside of snowbanks into the snowbanks on those side streets. They will probably take a day or two to get them out of the way, and it begs the question, will they be towed if they're not moved over the next couple of days, because there's still a lot of plowing to be done on those side streets, especially spreading into the suburban areas over these next 12 to 15 hours, Todd.
And a lot of shoveling to do. Paul Hollingsworth in Dartmouth right now. Thanks for that, Paul.